Welcome to the Spuddy stream, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well out there. I'm Spuddy FC. You've come to a great place for Rocket League action. This is the individual performance series. This evening, Ant takes on G in Tier 1 of the IPS, the highest division here. Both these players, I believe, are SSL ranks, so very high-ranked players. This is the reason, though, so expect top-tier action in this best of 5. We are in Week 4, I believe, of the individual performance series. We're in week 4 of 5, so after this, one more week to go. One more week of action. As again, we'll get things underway shortly here in this series. I'm excited for the action that we're going to get to see this evening, our one and only match, and it's a good one as well. Again, Ant and G on this one. Ant's for the KCG Chaos team on Krusty Crew Gaming. We'll see how he does here. I know Ant's a pretty solid one-for-one player as well, so not too surprised. His record is, both these guys have records of 2-1, actually, I should mention. I think there's only 2 people actually there for you know, Gardog and Nesreets. That's how you pronounce it? I actually don't know. Oh, it's Peterson. Oh, just Peterson backwards. It's Peterson. Got it. That's just backwards. Nice. But yeah, these guys are both 2-1. In this one. Or sorry, no, Ant's 2-1. G is actually 1-2. G is 1-2. Both these players are actually quite close to the cusp of playoffs here. Again, with 2 weeks to go. Right on the edge of playoffs. Both these players know at top 8. They're right there. Ant's number 8. Or no, he's number 7. G is number 8. So a loss here could be the end of your season. Or at the very least, a loss here means you have to win next week. I mean, there's no questions about it. Teams will lose. Some of them are going to win their matches. Based on the way this format works and that players play other players of similar records. So, Ant and G, both, again, on similar records, similar game differential. It's going to be imperative that you get wins when you can. As again, we'll see. As again, we'll see if we can get things underway momentarily here in this matchup. As I'm excited to see how things will go here in this one. Again, Ant and G in this series. I don't really know G that well. I know Ant. I've seen him play a good amount of 1v1 matches before, so. Ant is someone I'm used to. G, I don't know as well, but whatever it is, we'll get to see his players in the lobby here. Ant's going to be on the blue side of this field. G will be on the orange, and again, it's a best of 5 for this matchup, so I'm sure these players are excited as anybody else is for this best of 5. Again, it's week 4, and because it's week 4, that means that this is the second to last match of the regular season for both these players, and playoff spots very much up for grabs for both these two. Both of them could make it, but getting a win this week would be imperative. You want to get a win here. Give yourselves a good chance. G, especially at a 1-2 record, needs to catch up with the players above him. He'll need wins here desperately, or else he's going to be in real trouble going into next week, because he'll be fighting for that spot, and it will not exactly be in his control if he doesn't win. As Ant will take goal 1 here on open net. G pushed up for a high chance, will not get any of it, and there's a good amount of pressure on these players to perform. I know for G, at least, playing a player who has a better record than he is, one of the few players in this division that are playing this week gets to play with a different record. Again, what IPS does, they try to match players of similar record to each other. But obviously, as we can see, Ant and G don't have the exact same record, but it's still pretty similar in game differential. As Ant will keep control. That's a bit of a giveaway touch, though. G will take the boost, avoid the bump play in front, and keep the ball close as Ant goes back. He's giving G a lot of room here, but he won't give him that much room as he challenges early. Oh, he missed it! That's a chance gone as Ant tried to go across, and then he knew he had to work fast there. G still had a lot of boost to work with. I think he maybe went a little bit too fast for his own good and missed the chance to score as in front of the net again. G will win this one. Ant didn't even jump for it. He went all in on that. He went jumping in for this one. I don't know if Ant just didn't have the ball on top of his card like he wanted to. What happened there, but he never even jumped. As Ant will play here. G trying to continue on those challenges will hold onto the ball. Still Ant. Oh, he's got him on the flick. Back post is open. Great jump from Ant. As Ant's trying his absolute best to keep this ball and keep his lead, as now he'll go for 3-1, back post again. G gets that save, so Ant went to the exact same spot. And they got G there. He's gonna go again. He's picking up the pace here, Ant. Oh, that's gonna make things tough for G. As he's moving fast, and more importantly, he's catching that fact that G really wants to cover that front post. He doesn't want Ant to shoot behind him. Because, I mean, any defender knows, the worst place to give open is that place is right behind you. If you get the net behind you, every player's going to shoot for that, especially at this level. Ant's no different. He will definitely hit that net if he's going to, if G leaves the spot behind him. The problem is, because he's trying to cover the place behind him, he's leaving the spot in front of him open on that back post. It's that Ant. He's got to be careful, and he's going to get the save here as he will do just that. Actually hung up on the post there, will not get the boost. He's a bit too slow this one, and now Ant, with almost nothing, will jump in. Force G out. He's got to be careful, though, because G, there again, looking for maybe another air dribble play, will go for the dunk this time. Ant playing as if it was an air dribble bump, and that net's open, still gets the save, and is desperately keeping that ball away from his net. As G is showing he's got some really good eye on how to challenge the ball right now. It's the reason why he's, I think, very much still in this game, can make that comeback happen, is because he knows when to challenge. Ant proven he really can only be second best of those plays. He'll get the block there. Now he's got the save, the flick. G, can he catch up? He won't. It's 4-1 now. And although G is proven he's much better on the challenges, Ant proving his ability to strike from just about anywhere really is as scary as it sounds. As he'll take a 3-goal advantage now. 2 minutes left off the kickoff. Ant, he actually had G caught up there. Not get a chance to score easily, but now he will, as G has nothing! And he's completely left on the floor. No chance to block that one. He got the first save, really wanted to get another touch on it, but he knew Ant had boost. Ant could challenge. As Ants will race back, G staying close in the play. Oh, and he gets him! Ant knew what he was going for, still couldn't challenge in time. That'll leave the plays a lot more open in front of the net. So, 5-2. Ant has definitely done well to prove himself so far here, but G could make a comeback happen and off the kickoff too. Ant's giving him some space. He'll be very happy that G missed the boost, because if G takes that boost, I don't think Ant catches up in time. A little bit risky there from the KCG Chaos captain, but keep himself away there as he'll take the boost again. Another choice for Ant that really surprised me there. He went right for the boost. I mean, the ball's right in front of his head. Unless he thinks G can't challenge on this play, you don't do that. Because the thing is, if Ant goes and just catches the ball, that back corner on the other side of the field is open for him. He'll get there before G ever does. And now G, he's making a comeback happen here as he'll go up the kickoff with the 50-50. Waiting on it, Ant knows. He knows how G wants to play this one. And he'll push him out of the way. No boost for Ant G. With all the options. Reset. Will use it. Saved away. What a great block from Ant. See, he'll collapse on in that one. And now he's got the boost. Will clear it out. G. Oh, he pushed out a little too far. Oh, what a great play from Ant. He caught G. I don't know how he saw that G wasn't going to get it back in time, but he made an amazing call to just shoot that one. He left the space open for a split second. That's all Ant needs. An Ant who competed in the North America 1v1 event recently and for the RLCS, making a pretty long performance in day 2. But he still got it, even after the tournament is over. I know we saw his 1v1 capabilities on full display in the ATS Paradise Cup, where KCG Chaos got 2nd place. Ant to make it 8-3. G will lock that in. Good job from Ant, not going for the boost again here. Will take that challenge. In fact, he's actually won that play too. Will go to his own corner. That's in front of his net though. He better be careful. Yeah, he went right to net as well. Not taking any chances on that touch. Just G will go for the 50-50. He's done it again here, where he's faked out Ant on the high challenge, went low instead. It's the second time this game he's done that. "42 seconds, still very much a chance for G to come back in this game. Ant knows it. It is not over just yet, as Ant will go for the delay kickoff, catches G on that one, and now he'll play for goal 8. He'll get it too, again, going to the back post. This time he does go behind it. G went for a aggressive push, expecting that the front post would be the option Ant would likely go for, and it likely is an option he could go for, but at this level, players kind of know what you're going for and what you want to play. It's tough to be unpredictable necessarily at this level. And again, doing well to keep out G. His 4-goal difference here. G will have very little time to come back. In fact, he may not even have enough time anymore, as Ant is just waiting, and he'll go again. 9-4, and that will almost certainly decide game 1 here, as yet again on these plays, G trying to cover that front post. He leaves the back of the net more open, and Ant is proven he is so good from that angle. It seems like he just has a knack for hitting the target. It's so tough to block in that position because the angle is so good for Ants, but that's something that G will want to look at going to game 2, at least preventing those opportunities, and maybe getting more blocks of those opportunities as well, because Ant got a good couple goals from that exact same position. And proving as well, he's definitely got an ability to score on these plays, as he'll now have his 10th goal, double digits in this game as he scores 10 goals on 15 shots. 66% shooting accuracy. At this level, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good shooting accuracy. As this will end game 1. Ant starts the series off well against G. As G will look for one more. He'll get it too. That was a pretty nice flip reset, I can't even deny. And it will end game 1. Good job from G. That is a nice flip reset. I mean, he kept this game close, especially by the end of it. He was still keeping it rather close. But Ant proving he is such a good 1v1 player at this level. As this means we'll move into game 2. Again, a reminder for everybody watching again, and if he can win this game, he's likely going to give himself a guarantee a spot in the top 8. And if he doesn't guarantee it, he'll make next week very easy for himself. For G again, he's 1-2, holding that 8th spot. If he loses this, likely he bounces out of top 8. And he'll have to win next week, which, I mean, I don't want to put that pressure on anyone, but that is a high pressure situation for G. Not something you want to deal with. You win here, and he still will likely have to win next week, but at least he makes it easier for himself. But Ant's proving to be a very tough player indeed. As he'll score first, once again off an G overcommits. Very similar to how game 1 started with G overcommitting for offense and not getting anywhere with it. I'm sure Ant's just wants to continue. You know, though, G's going to have some some tricks here as Ant didn't get the boost on that play. Will get the back corner though, and G, he's got to be careful that he doesn't overcommit here, and he has. That is an open net for Ant. He's missed the target though. G does well to keep him out as Ant's got to be careful. Yeah, you knew G was going to challenge that one as that's a pretty bad half flip from Ant. He'll still score on this though. That is an amazing flick. And G, he was looking for the boost. Ant knew he had nothing in the tank. That half flip though was almost ruined the play here for him, but he knew G wanted boost. He knew G was going to challenge and then go for a boost immediately. G couldn't make contact on the ball. That leaves the net open for Ant. And in that position, if you're G, you have one or two options. Either you go for the ball, you go for the bump. If you go for the player, you better hope they don't shoot it. If you go for the ball, you better hope that they don't realize you're going for the ball. It's a tough position for G, regardless, as Ant. Oh, he just faked him here. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with, though. He, honestly, maybe he's starting to regret that decision because it was there for him, but he won't get it as G. Shown the flip reset before. He won't do it here. He actually didn't even get the flip reset, and again, Ant getting faked. He's playing a very passive goal line when G goes for these high aerial plays, and fortunately, when G goes for these flip resets, it's so tough to defend it when you play that passive, because if you can hit them consistently, you should score that every single time if the defender doesn't challenge. There's only a 1-goal lead now for Ant, and he'll wait. G, using a lot of boost here, will... That first challenge will also get back, but that boost, Ant is actually playing for him to give up the ball. I mean, G's not doing that. He's actually going to shoot this one. Good job on G, forcing Ant to make a save even on such low boost. Unfortunately, he's got to get back, and he still doesn't have boost. Ant will take a 2-goal lead again. As G, I don't know if he was going for a pinch, if he was hoping that Ant would back off, but he used all of his boost for that. Could not get any. If he had even 12, he's making that save, but he had nothing. And Ant will score again. As Ant, another kickoff that he'll take the ball off of from. Oh, but G's gonna jump. Pinched it. That actually almost went in. That nearly went in from G. Ant won't like that first touch. It was quite heavy, actually, as he's gonna fake this to the ground. Now he gets the pop-up! Oh, my goodness, Ant! He has a plan for everything, it seems. My goodness. What a great effort, and just a great fake out there. Lots when you see players do that. But it's tough to control the ball as quickly as Ant does. Yeah, credit on him. He controls it, and he immediately flicks it over G. And he is himself well poised here as G again. Bump. He won't get it, but he knows Ant's been waiting back on all of these plays. He knows Ant isn't going to challenge early, because he hasn't done that yet so far. And G knows this. He knows that Ant's not challenging early, and that's giving him time to go for a lot of these plays where he can really set himself up in the perfect position. Oh, as he's won the kickoff too! We saw Ant do this last game! G now pulling out the delay kickoff. And all of a sudden, this game's a 1-goal difference. And Ant's, I'm sure, a little bit more nervous now. G has played him close all series, that's for certain. As Ant, I would be a little bit more careful here, but G overcommit. This should be a goal if Ant's got the boost. He will not. Avoiding a lot of those boost pads to take that shot. He missed 2 of them right in front of his net there. If he gets those, I think that's a goal. I think he takes the 2-goal lead again. But he'll try again as G, he doesn't have boost here. Ant doesn't either. He'll go back as, well, nobody with boost here. Surely Ant will score from this, though, because he immediately takes the turnaround. It's off the post. G missed it. Ant scores. G and Ant on no boost. Ant will go back, get some resource, and G missed it off the corner. The bounce off the post, and Ant was waiting for that. Another delay kickoff from G. This time it doesn't work. Ant was ready for it. And now, trying to set up that shot in his favorite position again on that front post side. Will be here again. He has not missed from this position, and he continues to prove he's got more than just a couple tricks in his bag. G tried the early challenge, hide himself behind the ball there, and he actually did a pretty good job of it, but Ant saw it, Ant was ready for it, and he's moving in that front post. Not only can he shoot, he can play the dribble, he can pop that ball up, and he can outplay you from that front post side, and that position, Ant's moving, he is pretty tough to beat when he's got a position like that to shoot from. As G, another dribble bump, will get that bump, but the shot was such a tough angle, and Ant really doesn't even have to save it. It bounces wide, and Ant will score the other way. G took a very wide angle for that air dribble bump, and generally when you see players go for air dribble bumps, it's not from that kind of an angle. Because from that kind of an angle, it's a lot easier for the defender to save than that, especially when you go that direct to it, as an air dribble bump does. Shot goes wide, Ant will score off it, and he has now taken a pretty big lead once again here, as looking for an 8-3 lead. Will, it's his chance, immediately stopped by G. Now he forces him to flick. G, some bumps, may want to be careful though. He only has 30 boost, and he's going to hide that as well. He is not using any boost right now. Ant's just waiting. Now he'll go as G using everything. Once again, be back on defense as Ant waits, shoots it, and G caught him on that. Ant rushed his touch. Oh, he almost got scored on there, but will recover just in time as staying on the dribble is Ant. G. Ant again. 1 minute to go. G. Oh, he got faked! Oh my goodness, Ant, no way! Just snapped the axles of G. Oh my goodness. G got faked out there. And Ant, a 5-goal advantage in the end of game 2. Once again for G, at the end of the game, it just kind of all unravels for him as he has to rush to catch up to Ant. And Ant proving he is pretty good when this player needs to rush his touches. Again, Ant proving by the end of this game he will be the better of the two. And with this win, he will be one away from taking the series as he missed the kickoff there. Now we are unhappy with that because he went for a fake. Oh, he flipped very high ahead there and he used a lot of boost too. A very high push for a fake kickoff, and as such, it's going to go right over his head. Even if he, and I don't really like that fake kickoff as much because, oh, his Ant's going to miss another kickoff here. He has given G an opportunity to come back in this game. Again, I don't like those fake kickoffs because if they don't work, if they shoot it at the net like a lot of players generally do off their kickoff, you have to make a save, you're not on high boost, they're going to put another shot on you, you're off to defense early. Those kickoffs are usually quite a big risk, and that's why I generally don't like them, but players do them anyways, because if your opponent does go for that, especially a diagonal kickoff, you can really win off there, out from there, because you don't shoot often from that diagonal kickoff. As good save here from G. Will save it with net. Now Ant tripping him up here as G, he's going to need to face him down. 20 seconds to go in this game. Ant, beat again, will bump G, but it won't do enough to stop him. G is on the comeback. I think this is 3 goals straight at this point. And Ant, I mean, a lot of this started with those 2 kickoffs that he completely missed. All he really needs to do is win this kickoff, win possession. He'll win out this game because of it, but gotta do well on the kickoff, and well, it's oh, he actually won that, and I don't know how he got the boost there. And surely he scores again. 10-6, another game with double-digit goals from Ant. With 9 seconds, that will ice game 2. And Ant will take a 2-game lead in the series as he goes for another late kickoff. He'll score out from this. At this point, this is the inevitable point. I don't think he has enough time. He doesn't have enough time to score 3 more goals on Ant. Another game where G kept it close until the final moments here. And just had to rush. He had to take more aggressive touches. Clearly, Ant does well when players start to panic. As he'll win game 2, that's gonna end this one, so Ant up 2-0 in the series. He only needs one more win to take this one. You know, the way that G's playing, if Ant can get into an early lead, G has not been able to recover from that. He's not been able to come back against Ant. As it's game 3 next, and Ant only needs one more win here. He's in the perfect spot to take the series, but he's gotta do it one more time. He's got 3 chances, but this stream has seen reverse sweeps in 1v1 best of 5s. It does happen. Definitely don't want to take your eye off the play here, because if you're Ant, because you know, comebacks can happen. One's is such a momentum-based game, but all you really need if you're Ant is just an early lead, because so far when he gets an early lead, he has proven G has not been able to come back from that. He has really had to rush, and there's an early lead for Ant! 4 seconds, right off the kickoff! And it's an aggressive push from Ant, too. I mean, he wins the play, sure, but G's got boost here. Ant plays aggressive, he wins out the play, and all credit to him, that's a risk, but it's a risk that will pay off, as Ant's a lead is, well, G's gotta be careful here, not to overcommit. He'll fortunately get back to the play, as that is a giveaway touch from Ant. He was looking for a shot, but that wasn't even close to the nets, and let's see if he challenges again. He will, and G's gonna let him have this, as Ants will be back in time. He missed the touch. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it gives G an opening here, and oh, how about that? Hey, sometimes they go in, you know? Ants, he never jumped there. I wonder if he was expecting that to go above the net. Sometimes you see the ball pop up off the defensive player, go over the net like that, but I mean, G played a light touch, it goes right over Ant. And I must say, what a weird way to tie this game up here is, G, he's right behind the ball, Ant knows it, but, oh, G played really close, and Ant puts the power behind that flick, my goodness. Slings that one right into the net, G. We have not seen the power flicks from Ant this series. That is an example of just the multifaceted talents that Ant has on offense. So many times you see players really go back to the same play over and over again. Once it's a game where we can get really repetitive, and it can really hurt you, especially at this level. And Ant's proving he can adapt quite well as G. No air drill bump, we'll go for the fake, and Ant wasn't going to jump early. G was biting on Ant jumping early, but Ant has not jumped early all series on any of those plays. When he's been that far back, he has waited he's waited every single time for it. He didn't have a lot of boost, that's why he went for the fake to begin with, but yeah, Ant didn't jump early. Honestly, I thought from that position, G might go for another air dribble bump, but a little boost he had. That wasn't ever really going to be an option for him. Again, he's got low boost, needs Ant to go, but Ant won't, and G will score anyways. Again, Ant really gave him a lot of room here, and I think he will regret that decision, because that goes to the net. It's very tough for you to react fast enough as a defender. Kickoff won by Ant. He has won majority of the kickoffs so far, and it has made a difference at times, as he'll miss the nets. G efforts, but Ant was ready for it. And I thought for a second he might go for the shot himself. Instead, he'll let G chase it down. Now he'll chase after G, or more rather actually after the ball. This is in front. That's going to be the goal for Ant every single time. And in the position that he was looking at, it looked like he was going to chase after the ball there. Obviously, Ant's not actually going to challenge this far, but G gave him an opportunity. He was worried about the chance of Ant challenging, and in that position, if you're G, I don't know if he just didn't see Ant and maybe he was trying to run away from him, because so often you see players in that position go for it, a demo. Ant wasn't close enough to go for it. As, oh, what a play from G. Just completely takes out Ant. And that could have been a goal for, that likely would have been a goal for Ant too. A huge bump from G. Jumped at the same time as well. That's what propelled him so far. And so far, this game has been the closest of the bunch. Still a lot of time left in this thing. He is definitely pulling out all the stops to keep this series alive as Ant, another flick! Man, G has not been able to stop Ant's flicks this game. He tried to rush him here, hoping that Ant wouldn't have the control, but Ant is moving. His control is quite impeccable. And if you're G, man, what's even worse than a loss in this series, going down to 1-3, would be a sweep loss, because that hurts your game differential, and that's the tiebreaker. If this comes down to the point where it's two players tied, where there's players tied in series record, for that eighth spot, it's game differential that's the next tiebreaker. That means a sweep loss like this could really hurt you, especially this late in the season. As Ant will win the play again. Oh, he's missed the net though. As I don't know what he was doing there. Looked like he was going for the ball first, but he's not scoring from that play. As off back wall, Ant will not shoot. G is waiting for him, but Ant will outplay him in the corner. He's not going to score from this angle. It's a bit too close for him. When he missed the boost too. He has not gone back for it, and that will prove to be costly. Save away. Ant still on offense. He missed the boost and still got control of the play. As G, no boost taken. Ant recognizes that. He's going to make him use even more. But man, G is showing you exactly how to play defense on low boost as well. It's all about those control touches as a flip reset. That doesn't go anywhere. Ant's demoed, but he'll get the save regardless. As G, again, only down by 2. He's got the time to recover. But Ant is avoiding him right now as he'll get the play. G just in time. He won't have the touch. G won't have boost. Ant for a 6-3 lead. We've had a lack of goals for a little bit in this game, probably the longest stretch in this entire series where nobody has scored. But it is Ant who comes out on top. G ran out of boost at the worst possible time. Again, the KCG Chaos captain leading the series, leading the game. Less than a minute and a half away from winning this matchup, but he won't win that challenge. That is bouncing in the net. And finally, we see Ant go for an early challenge. He has not done that all night. But maybe he shouldn't, because G caught him on that one. I mean, he knew G's gone for flip resets almost every single time he's gone off the sidewall. That's why he wanted to jump early. Time G went for something a little different, and he didn't even think that was possible, obviously, because he challenged that way. As G will take the ball again. There's only a minute to go in this game. G's gotta pick up the pace, but this is a lot better than those last couple games where he's been down by like 4 goals at this point. Well, he might be down by 3 though, because he doesn't have boost. Again, he's ran out. And this late in the game, you're gonna see G use all of his boost for a lot of these efforts because he really doesn't have any other option. He's gotta go for a chance. He's gotta take chances. He's gotta find goals. Taking boost will only waste his time. And unfortunately, we've seen before that Ant does really well when players are under pressure against him, when they have to worry about the clock. As Ant will early challenge again, takes out G on the demo. This is going to waste so much time off the clock. Not only is it going to waste those 3 seconds that G needs to respawn, G, he's got to get down the field, and now he's losing it as well. That's another goal for Ant. And you got to feel for G. He doesn't really have an option there. If he doesn't challenge, he just gives Ant so much time to take it down the field and likely ice this game out. But like, challenging there isn't going to be the better option either. There really is no good option for G. This late in the game, he has to hope that Ant's going to make mistakes, and Ant is proven already. Again, he is very good in these late stage moments. As G will go for the flick. Ooh, it's a bit of an awkward play from Ant, but he won't be too concerned as he'll take the boost away and make it 9-4. That is if he's put this on target. He hasn't. And unfortunately for G, it doesn't really make a difference. This series will end. He will be swept here by Ant as he'll take one more goal for the road. Ant's a freeze game sweep here against G. Every game, it felt like G was started out from behind, and Ant is proven he is very good when he is ahead of these games. He'll let this game end. A 3-0 sweep from Ant of KCG Chaos, and, well, what a great win for him, and an important part in the season, too. He's not guaranteed to spawn a top 8, but this win may have just done it for him. That's a huge victory for Ant. Again, almost certainly it will guarantee him a spot in the top 8. So a big performance. A big showing. That's huge for this roster. And huge for, well, roster against this player. Man, again, I'm almost certain he may have just guaranteed a spot in the top 8. I won't guarantee anything because I don't know for certain. But that's a huge win. If it doesn't guarantee it, the work he has to do next week is going to be very easy. We'll get a little interview in here. I know Ant wanted one, so we'll get him in here. Welcome in, Ant. A 3-0 sweep over G. I don't know if you've guaranteed your spot in the top 8 yet. I think you have, but if you haven't, you made your life very easy for yourself. That's a huge victory. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, Sporty. A clean 3-0 sweep. Didn't make too many mistakes, here and there, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I think I'm pretty set for making playoffs now.
And being a top tier 1v1 player as well, you know how important it is those playoffs. It's one of the tougher divisions to make playoffs. There's a lot of you in this one, and there's not that many spots in that final bracket. You yourself have only lost once, and yet even then you haven't guaranteed your spot until this week. Did you feel any pressure knowing the playoffs were on the line?
No, not really. I knew I was better than him. Not to disrespect him. I knew I was higher ranked than him. And I'm pretty confident when it comes to ones. I think on paper there's only one person better than me in this whole league, so I'm pretty confident going into every game. So yeah.
One person better than you. Who's that player that is better than you in this league? If you want to disclose that.
Yeah, Elites 03.
I thought so. I thought it was Elites because I was about to say Mike would have been Elites. I know Elites. He is definitely the highest ranked 1v1 player in this group by a pretty good margin.
Yeah, and he's actually the person I've lost to. Yeah, he's scary. He's good. But I'm revving for that rematch because I'm pretty sure if I can tweak things, I can beat. But yeah, definitely Leads because he's consistently high, mid SSL and ones.
You don't need to tell me how good Elites is. I've seen him before. So he can be up there with the best, that's for certain. But the nice thing is, you don't have to worry about playing Elites here. I don't think you're gonna play him next week. Well, we'll see. You might have to. But
yeah, we'll see.
There's a decent chance you will. But even then, you get your win. You don't have to worry about playing Elites for that spot. That's for certain. As you get yourself through here, getting this win, getting this victory, again, almost certainly making playoffs. If not, next week's gonna be pretty easy for you to make playoffs. You might only need to win a game or two.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the playoffs. I mean, you're not a player that usually misses playoffs, but talk to me about the playoffs. What you're going to do to kind of prepare for that, because playoffs is a whole different beast. It's single elimination. It's a cutthroat bracket.
Yeah.
You know how good these players are. You know that if you're not on your day, these players will beat you. So, what's your plan going into the playoff brackets? Are you going to do some practice? Are you going to kind of relax into it? What's the game plan here?
Definitely gonna practice a lot. I'm gonna start grinding more ones ranked. I know a couple really high SSLs in one, so I'm gonna ask for their help as well. I mean, yeah, next week is the last week, so yeah, I gotta start preparing for that. So yeah, I'm gonna practice. There's a bunch going into it.
Of course, get some practice, get some reps in here. Again, congrats on your field sweep here over G in this matchup, showing up for your org, and of course for everybody out there watching and supporting you. Congrats on your win as well. Before you leave here, Ant, you have any shoutouts, any final messages out there?
Just shout out Krusty, always a huge what am I trying to find the word? Always supporting me in every game I play, whether it's IPS or ATS, CPL, any league we play in. She's always super supportive, so shout out to her, definitely. And shout out to my coach, Squidson. he's won so good.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining here, and congratulations on your win, 3-0 over G. Have a good best of your evening. Again, I'm not gonna say good luck in playoffs. I don't know if you've guaranteed your spot in there yet. I think you have, but I don't know for sure. But for now, good luck in the rest of your season. Keep doing what you're doing. You're looking great, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. And hopefully we'll be in playoffs.
Thank you. Yep, and thank you for the cast again.
Of course. Have a good night.
You too.
Ant there, a field sweep over G in that matchup. Congrats to Ant. Again, I don't know if he's guaranteed a spot or not. I think he has. Can't say for certain though. But what I can say is, good on him. He looks very, very solid here. Again, thank you as well for all of the support that we've seen so far here, as a lot of people support. We're gonna get a raid off. Thank you so much for joining the Sporty stream with individual performance series action. Congrats to Ant on that victory. For all of you, take care. Have a great night. We'll see you again very soon.